And we are recording. Well, good evening, everybody. Great to have you on. This is a team training. We're going to be just covering two aspects today: registering customers and registering partners. Now, there's going to be a number of things here that you may want to revisit. This is obviously being recorded, and this will be posted onto YouTube, so you can go and access it and refresh yourself periodically. And of course, over time, things may change. So we'll do another recording and we'll be able to refresh that as we go on. So the first thing I want to do today is talk about how you register a customer. Now, the bottom line is to get to that point, that customer has been spoken to, that customer has been shown maybe some short videos, the customer may have attended a customer presentation that we hold periodically. There's also recordings of a customer presentation on our team channel. So by the time you come to register a customer should know a number of things. One, it's a subscription model. Two, that there's an opportunity for them to get their product for free. Three, that they are committed to that subscription for a period of time. Because what you want to do is, as you bring customers on board and you walk through the process of registering them, by the time they go to the checkout and pay, you have reiterated those aspects several times. What will that avoid? Periodic cancellations, clients coming back to you saying, I never knew I was in a subscription, when clearly the presentation shares that it's a subscription model. You would have gone through several times as you've gone through the registration. And this is how you avoid that process. You register them together. So many times partners will take the road of least resistance, and that is, hey, Stuart, I'm glad you want to be a customer. Here's my link. And you leave the customer to their own devices. That applies to registering a partner at the same time. Number one rule: personal customers, personal partners, never let them register themselves. Well, Dave, you don't understand that Stuart's so keen, he wants to go ahead and do it himself. I appreciate that, and learn the terminology. Hey, Stuart, you know what? I'm so proud that you want to go ahead and do it yourself. But what I'd like to do, not that you would be able to do it yourself, Stuart, but I would like to share with you some of the important aspects of when you go to share and get people started yourself, you know the importance of certain aspects that you may not be aware if I leave you to your own devices. Is that good with you? Great. So let's schedule 20 minutes and go ahead and show you and watch me register your first few customers. Watch me register your first few partners. Folks, it's better to spend time up front than have to spend time going back to tidy up. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't be scared of making mistakes, all right? Because we have an incredible sales director in United Kingdom, I believe he's on, that really is here to help each and every one of us from administration purposes. So signing a customer up, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I do it through my back office. So I'm going to show you that way first, and then the alternative way of signing up a customer. So let's log into my back office. And as I used Stuart's name, I'm going to use Stuart as the guinea pig for the role model to the role play today. So Stuart has seen the short 2-minute video. Hey, Stuart, is health important to you? Yes, it is. If there was a test, Stuart, that you and I could take that would show whether we were in or out of balance with our health, would you check out a 2-minute video? Yes, I would. Great answer. Hey, Stuart, I'm going to get this over to you. Watch the video. And what I'd like you to do is, after the video, if you like what you see, I would love to get you onto a customer presentation. Now, that customer presentation could be a live presentation by some of the diamonds, and Sue Booth does an incredible one. Or I may get, if Sue Booth's customer presentation live, whoever diamond may be speaking, is not for a week or two, I'm not going to wait for a live event. I'm going to do one or two other things. I'm going to try and get them on a 3-way call with my enroller, my team. If I'm able to do it myself now because I'm efficient, then I will go for a customer presentation myself. If not, I will go and get a recording of a customer presentation. So there's a number of ways of getting your customer in front of a presentation. So that's how you get people to that level of, yes, Dave, I'm ready. Yeah, love to get going, and I'd love to get started as a customer. Great. So, hey, Stuart, let's get on the call tomorrow, 4 p.m. What we'll do, Stuart, we'll take 15 minutes, get you registered, get you kick-started in your own health campaign, and I'll walk you through the process and get you. Well, no, Dave, just send me a link up. Stuart, I'd love to do that, but there's a couple of nuances in your registration I just want to make sure you're happy with, because once we get you checked out, I just want to make sure that when it's delivered, you're good to go, you're comfortable, and there's nothing that we need to rectify. So I want to take ownership. Okay, so now we're at that stage. Stuart and I are online. Hey, Stuart, I'm just going to go ahead and I have dialogue when I'm registering people. So, Stuart, it's a bit cold there in Spain right now, buddy, is it? Oh, I haven't seen people wearing jumpers in Spain for a while. So anyway, Stuart, what we're going to do, buddy, is we're just going to go into my back office. And Stuart, we're going to go ahead and register you today as a new customer. You're in Spain. So I'll scroll down for Spain, and I'll speak out loud. So you're in Spain, great. So you're in Spain, we've selected your region. Let's go register you. Now, when you click go register, it will jump you into your customer page, not your partner page, your customer page. You'll see now, top left-hand side is the Spanish flag. So therefore, you know that Spain currency will be in euros. So let's say Stuart said to me, I've shown him the presentation, I followed up, answered his questions, and he says, well, Dave, no, I love the idea of the protocol, but I really now my finances are XYZ, or Dave, I'd love to try the oil first and build my confidence in hey, look, I take the customer where they want to go, but I tell them what's most advantageous. Well, Dave, I just want to try the oil. Hey, Stuart, that's fantastic. Now that will be addressing the oil. Your oil will be addressing the membrane of your cellular health, and it'll be bringing you into balance. But the protocol is going to help you with your gut health and your immune. So the protocol is our best-selling offering, and it's really the most cost-effective. Dave, no, I really love just to start. Hey, Stuart, not a problem, buddy. Let's go. So I'm dialoguing. People don't take the time to share with their customers and create a communication. So balance kit. So we're going to go Stuart with the balance oil with the test. Guys, listen and please watch. This is why you don't leave them to their own devices. So Stuart, so you want to go with the oil, and so just so you know, Stuart, it's 159 euros today. So I'm telling them right now, it's 159 euros today. If you bought this retail, it would have been 372 euros. But what you're getting for that, Stuart, is 2 blood tests. One now, when you come out with your first order, and the second one's going to come out 120 days from now. You're going to get 2 300 mils, so you can start, and 2 little 100 mils. For some people like me, and I put like me, Stuart, a little bit heavier than others because it's per ratio, 0.15 milliliters to a kilogram. So some of us are a little bit heavier. Some of us want to get it into our system faster. So in your first order, Stuart, you have paid for 2 tests, but in your first order, you will get 1. So don't be surprised that you open your box and there's only 1 test there. You have paid for 2, and the second one will be delivered in 120 days. So let's go ahead and get you kick-started. So now here, if Stuart was near me and we were in the position where we were meeting for coffees, and I've spoken to Stuart, and we're having a coffee and we're physically together, which is how I kick-started my business 18 months ago. And I'm talking to Stuart about the test, and I'm talking to Stuart about the products, and he likes the idea of it. And we go through that process. I could show him the plan there and then. He goes, hey, Dave, I'm ready to get started. I would always have a test with me. And I would say, hey, Stuart, why don't we do this? Why don't we get you started, get you registered as a customer? But I do have a test here with me, Stuart. So why don't we go ahead and get you pricked today? I'll put it in the post. So if I physically do that with them, I can then select for the test to come back to me. So you're using your test there and then. What are you doing? You're engaging the customer, you're getting them committed immediately, and you got them into action immediately. Now, right now, most of our customers are what? At a distance. So I don't need to change that. So the balance test stays as it is. Stuart, what we're going to do here, my friend, is you've got a number of flavors. We've got singular flavors and combos. Singular, vanilla, lemon, combos, orange, lemon, and mint, grapefruit, lemon, and lime, by the way, which is my favorite. So, but if you don't select a flavor, Stuart, the company's going to send you out orange, lemon, and mint. So let me just reduce those to nothing. What flavor would you like, Stuart? Well, Dave, I'll take a singular one. I like lemon. Okay, let's go for the lemon. And you said you're on grapefruit, lemon, and lime, Dave. And that's, yeah, I love that one. Stuart, it's smooth. It's the orange is quite strong, got a little bit of an after kick in the back of the throat, which is the polyphenols. Folks, I say that all the time. Why? The most common thing I get from people is, yeah, that orange, lemon, and mint, bit strong, Dave, isn't it, in the back of the throat? But guess what? What if I prepared them for it? If I've prepared them for it, I can handle it if they come back to me on that. Yeah, Dave, I'll go for the grapefruit, lemon, and lime. Wonderful. So that's all ordered for you, Stuart. So in your first shipment, you're going to get that one test. Your two 300 ml bottles be one of those, each flavors that you just selected. Yep, great. So all we need to do now, Stuart, is select your monthly subscription bottle. That's going to come out every month, and it's going to come out timely. So you don't have to worry about running out. So did you want to keep it to grapefruit, lemon, and lime, or would you like another flavor? But what I would say here, Stuart, is I suggest keeping it at grapefruit, lemon, and lime, because you're going to get access to your own back office and you can change your auto ship at any time. All you need to do is let me know and I can show you how to do that. You happy with that, Stuart? Yeah. Ready for this? Are you happy with that, Stuart? Yes. You're subliminally getting their buy-in. Do you think that can be asked if you leave them to themselves? No. They're going to rush it and they're going to maybe make some errors. So Stuart, we're going to add that to the cart today. So over here now, you'll see in your cart, you have Stuart's order. So Stuart, just let you know what's included. You've got 2 blood tests. You've got the 2 bottles of oil. And I repeat it. So you're happy with that, Stuart? Yeah, great. Let's go to checkout. So click to the checkout. So, and I tell them, so Stuart, just to show you, I'm the referrer. So you're a new customer to me and I'm looking forward to you getting started on your health campaign. What you've made the investment in today, Stuart, is your balanced oil kit with a test. You've chosen your 2 flavors and we've set up your monthly subscription. And that's due out on the 14th of the 2nd. Now, this is your opportunity here, team, is to let them know that it is charged monthly, but shipped bi-monthly. And all you got to do is use your cursor, right? Stuart, just to show you that you're going to pay for your subscription every month, but you're going to get it delivered every 2 months to save on shipping costs for you. Is that okay? Yeah. Then you won't have a customer tell you, Dave, they've taken money out of my bank account, but I have no oil. Why? They weren't prepared. Why? Because you let them do the link themselves. Why? Because you were scared to do it yourself. Why? Because you didn't ask your upline to do it with you for the first few. Why? Because you didn't want to let them know. You want, I'm harboring a point, right? So, great, excellent. So let's go ahead, Stuart. Boom, boom, boom. Fill in the content, the details. And then I won't go through this. Then I'll say to him, hey, Stuart, with your permission, we have a customer newsletter that will keep you informed on everything that's going on periodically. With your permission, can I tick that box? Yeah, great. Great. Now you click continue. And then that's where you have the confirmation of Stuart's shipping details. Then you'll go, and this is, I never ask, how are they going to pay? I never ask. Ready? Just imagine this is the next page and it's now to the card details. Ready? This is what I do. Stuart, what's the name on the card, my friend? What's the name on the card, my friend? I don't ask them. How are you going to pay, Stuart? Why? Now you're giving them an option. What's the name on the card, Stuart? Great, fantastic. Long number, buddy? What's the month? Yep. Year? Yep. Last 3 digits? Fantastic. Then I scroll down and I go, can I click your T's and C's for you? Great. Now, Stuart, 2 things are going to happen. We're either going to go straight through to a nice purple tick, or your banking system, ready for this? Your banking system may have some other channels of security that we may have to go through. So that's how I sign up somebody. And then I get a big tick and I go, Stuart, congratulations. Should take 5 to 7 working days. Now control and manage expectation. Hey, with the environment the way it is right now, Stuart, there may be few additional days and distribution channels, not because of Zinzino, but generally the postal system or some border issues. Generally, though, Stuart, it takes 4 to 5 working days. But let's keep an eye on it. If there's anything untoward, let me know and I'll be able to chase it up. But otherwise, once you get your order, let me know. I want to jump on Zoom with you and I want to see you do the test. Why? I want to then get them to do the test. And then I want to go to zinzinotest.com and have their test ID put into the system. Hey, Stuart, how are you, buddy? Yeah. Have you done your test yet? No, Dave, it came last week. And folks, see it all the way through. It's timing, it's consuming, but the customers stay longer. So that's how I would register in from my back office. Now, let's go back to Stuart says, well, you know what? I want the oil, but I would, you know what? I don't mind trying the Viva. I don't want it on subscription though. Remember this, soon as your customer purchases a premier offer, and what is a premier offer? A premier offer is a product that they are bound to for 6 months. A premier offer is a subscription for 6 months that after 6 months goes on to a rolling month-to-month basis. Any product that's bought individually, well, Dave, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Thinking about it, second thoughts, I love the idea of that Viva, but I don't want it on subscription. I want to try it for a month. Sure, not a problem, buddy. Anything you have ordered from health, you can buy individually and you can buy it as a one-off or add it to your subscription. So let's do that. Stuart says, oh, but Dave, before we do, can we add Viva? Yeah, we can, buddy. Let me just go to health, click on Viva. So, and then I tell them, hey, Stuart, great. Just because you've already ordered the oil on subscription, you automatically qualify for Viva at 21 euros rather than the full retail price. Oh, do I? Yeah, Stuart, you do. So we're going to shop now, Stuart. So we're going to add that to your cart. Now, you said you only want to try it for a month, right? Yeah, great, not a problem. So what we're going to do is add it to the cart. Now, a lot of people get confused here. They go, well, Dave, I thought it wasn't on subscription. No, but Stuart could at any time or even right now say, you know what, actually, for 21 euros, add it to my subscription. It's not a premier offer, but it's a single product that you've added on subscription. Any product that you add on subscription from the health tab, when you see Stuart's account, you'll have the oil that's on a premier offer, which means they're tied in to the subscription for 6 months. Any product that you add on subscription will have a trash can next to it, meaning they can come off of that anytime they want. So remember that. Any premier offer is tied in for 6 months. Any other product that you add to it on subscription through the health tab, you can delete after a month or two whenever they wish to, or you can add whenever you want to. But a premier offer has to stay the course of 6 months. So if you explain this, so let me add, so no, Dave, I just want to try the Viva for 1 month. Not a problem, Stuart. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart for you. So now, look what I've got. I've got the balance oil and I've got the Viva. But if you come down to subscription, you see only the oil is on subscription, not the Viva. So in his first delivery, I reiterate, So in your first delivery, Stuart, you're going to get your balance oil kit. Remember, you're going to get one test, I always say 2 big bottles, 2 little bottles, and the box of Viva. But next month, on the 14th, you're going to be charged for your oil, but you're not going to get it. You're going to get it in the 3rd month. Okay, great. Happy with that? Good. I can see a few heads. Does this make sense? It's better to spend a little time. So now let's log out of my back office. In my other tab, I said there's another way you can sign people up. Now you can sign people up from the front end of your website. We just signed Stuart up from the back end of my website. So what's the front end? Your zinzino.com/your partner ID. So you'll see there, zinzino.com/partner ID. And you will always see then you are visiting the site of Dave Ives. So now I'm with Stuart. I've gone through the front end, and you can repeat what we've just gone through. Premier offers and go through the process. So I always, though, go through my back end. But you can go through the front by using your partner ID, or you can log into your back office and do the same. So that's how I register a customer. Second thing, when registering a customer, who is excited about the global partner stores? We've got a man on here. He's going to own Brazil. He knows he's got a lot of work ahead of him. He knows that Zinzino's not going to open there this year fully, but he has the opportunity to start building customers and start building partners through the global shop. Well, Dave, I don't understand the global shop. Then get with your sponsor, get with their sponsor if they don't know, and find out what the global shop is. Well, Dave, how do I know what's in the global shop and who's the main countries? Well, it's very simply, always go to the left-hand side. There's a flag. Click on the flag. You'll see here, it says United Kingdom. If you click on that, it will show you all the countries we are fully open in, fully fledged. These are countries that you can have subscriptions. These are countries that you can enroll partners. There's about 30 or 40 of them. But the company's just announced opened the global shop that you can still register customers and you can register builders now. So to find out what markets they are, you can click on global countries. And now you can see the list is even more significant. But there are some differences. So let's use Katsumi now. Katsumi's in Brazil. He wants to be a customer. So I say, hey, Kate, brilliant. Let's get you signed up, Katsumi, Brazil. Now, I've gone through the presentation. I've spoken to him about it. And in that conversation, I've now added one more thing. Anything that's in the global store as a customer, it's prepaid. Prepaid meaning they can't have it on subscription. They have to pay the whole amount for 6 months. So Katsumi, love to get you kickstarted on your health campaign, buddy, but it's a prepaid. That means you have to pay for the full 6 months up front. Are you okay with that? So with a nod of the head, yeah, great. Let's go ahead and get you registered, my friend. So I've chosen Brazil. Watch the flag change in the left-hand corner. It's now Brazilian. Now I'm going to go to Premier Offers. You'll see immediately that the product choice is limited. Why? It's not a full open market. But our number one product is the oil. He can do that. Our second best product is the serum. He can do that. And some markets also have some additional products from the company we've just acquired called VMA Life. So don't be surprised if you see products there you've never bought before or never heard about before. That's from the acquisition of a company that we just bought in Malaysia. But let's go to Balance Oil Kits. So Balance Oil Kit with test. And there we are. So Now you're going to reiterate, Katsumi, because we're not fully open in Brazil, we can get product to you, but customs may add some additional costs to you. But in your pack, you will get the 2 blood tests. Why? We're only going to send it once. There's no subscription. You're going to get the 6 months oil. And all global shop partners are all in dollars, whether they're in the Philippines, whether they're in Brazil, whether they're in Ecuador, if they're in a global shop partner country, it's always in US dollars. So Dave, are you happy with that, Katsumi? Yeah, great, excellent. Go. Let's go ahead and shop, and you'll see a warning come up. Items may be subject to customs, processing, and additional costs. Are you okay? Well, Dave, how much is that? Katsumi, I don't know. We're not officially open there, so it may be a little, it may be a lot. As you're one of the first, you'll be able to tell me. Great, okay, let's get going. Let's add it to the cart. So add it to the cart, and you go through that process again. So you can see there's a slight difference. So here's the thing about when you're registering customer. We have customers in the Philippines. We have customers in countries that we're not officially fully open right now, and they are willing to pay the price. Dubai is another one of those countries. Dubai, if you look under here, Dubai comes under the UAE. Where are we? United Emirates is Brazil. This always happens when I start. It was there a minute ago, but we'll find it. UAE. So, but the reality is, or the situation being, is just communicate with people so they know what's going on. So that's how to register a customer. So let's go back to, I'm just moving my, so I'm going to sign in. So now we're going to shift gear and go into registering a partner. Once again, you've spoke with Stuart, you've spoken with Katsumi, you've spoken to whoever the prospect is, they've seen a business presentation, you've answered their questions, you may have got them on a 3-way call with your upline, and they're good to get started. Great. Tell them, hey guys, we're going to need to schedule 20 minutes. We'll get you registered. We'll walk you a little bit through your back office, and then we're going to need to schedule a getting started training. Sure, great. So I log in. I go enroll a new partner. I'll click. Now, you'll click enroll in the waiting room. When you register a new partner, they are not put into the genealogy tree immediately. Remember, we work week to week, Wednesday to Wednesday. So I'm going to enroll Stuart tonight. What is tonight? I don't even know what day it is. Thursday night. So Stuart now sits in my waiting room, and I've got until Wednesday to place him. If I do not place Stuart, the system will automatically place him randomly, or not randomly, as the system's been set up. So I don't allow the system to place Stuart. I place him immediately. So once I've signed, but if you sign someone up, when you log back into your back office, you'll see a big banner or a big box saying you have one partner in your waiting room. So let's enroll Stuart. You select the same region. So I'm going to select United Kingdom. Enroll the partner. Now, once you do that, you know it's going to take you to the partner side of your website. So now I have the partner packs. Folks, here's very important. In the business presentation, in the follow-up, you've spoken about the financial investment. You've spoken about the benefits. I let Stuart know, hey, Stuart, you come in on whatever your finances allow you to, but let me just run you through the options. We have, and this is how I do it, folks. You may want to do it a different way, but I wouldn't be clicking on join and then explaining every single product. We have a basic, we have a mid-range, and we have an ultimate. Hey, Stuart, We have an entry level, someone who just wants to dip their toe in it, really hasn't decided whether they're a customer or a builder yet, right? So you're going to get one test. So if you're a partner and you're investing and you're getting started, in that basic, there's only one test. So in 120 days time, you're going to have to buy another test anyway. Oh, okay. So I'm letting them know there's another 116 euros they're going to have to invest. You're going to get 1 or 2 bottles of oil. You're going to get some skin serum, and you're going to get your marketing material. It's about 189 pounds. Great. The second one is what I call middle of the road. It's called our advanced pack. You're going to get 4 tests. You're going to get a bigger array of products to try, and you're going to get your marketing material. And that's about 600 pounds. But it's the ultimate. I just want to spend a moment, Stuart, so you're aware of it. Stuart, you know you're excited about helping other people, yeah. And you realize there's a big difference. The ultimate comes with a loyalty refund that within 12 months, by the 12th month, you, me, the team, we're going to help you get 25 product subscriptions. And then we go over it again. Hey, Stuart, I'm your customer. I'm on the oil. I'm one customer. I'm one subscription. Stuart, I'm your customer, but I'm on the health protocol. I'm on the oil, the prebiotic, the multivitamin. I'm one customer. I'm 3 subscriptions. So by the 12th month, Stuart, we just need to have 25 subscriptions. And the 13th month, the company going to deposit your £859 back as a full refund. So long, and I say to them, I just wanted you to know the advantages of being investing in the ultimate, because you're going to get over £2,000 worth of product. You're going to get 10 blood tests that we're going to help you go and get your first 10 customers. And then you have the opportunity of a refund. Now you know basic, middle of the road, or ultimate. Which one do you want to get your business kickstarted with? The basic. Okay, great, wonderful. Let's kick off. What I say to them is, I don't want you coming back to me in 6 months saying, I didn't know I had a chance of a refund, right? Because of their financial situation. I want to give them the best start possible. It's their business, but I'm also responsible for their business until they understand their business. Well, Dave, yeah. Oh, Dave, now you've explained that. Okay, let's go with the ultimate. Okay, great. Let's go on the ultimate. You can see here, it's 2,000 plus pounds worth of product. So again, you go through. Hey, default flavors. What flavor would you like? Wonderful. Select the flavor. You're going to get some vegan products. You're going to get 10 blood tests. You're going to get some shake. You can get some protein bars. You're going to get your training manual. Wonderful. Excellent. Let's say I've done all that. Now we're going to add to the cart. Right, now you're going to go to the checkout. Now it's going to give you a pop-up reminder. Oh, Stuart, we're also going to set up today your auto ship subscription. That's our monthly overhead. Remember from the presentation, £55 a month, but that includes your balance oil for yourself. So that's your own product. So your business, to run your business, your mobile apps, your GoCore app that will educate you with over several hundred hours of education, doctors' talks and leadership talks and mindset training. Yeah. You're going to get your replicated websites in 17 languages. Yeah. And you have the ability, once you get 10 customer subscriptions, yeah, it's waived. Oh, okay. If you just to add that to the cart without explaining what they're getting, the value, show me the kits. So Stuart, you're already on the grapefruit and lemon, right? Yeah, great. So grapefruit and lemon, but we're only going to subscribe, Stuart. We're not paying for this today. We're just going to add it to your subscription. We're going to activate it. Why? You're going to get all your tools and resources, but being on your auto order is a prerequisite requirement for your fast start bonuses. If you're not on auto ship, you can't earn the fast start commissions. Oh, and my goal as your sponsor is to help you get those fast start commissions quickly as possible in the first 60 days. So 2 things will happen. You don't have to pay for your auto ship ever again, and you'll make £600 to £700 in fast start commissions. That's a return on investment of nearly 80% of your investment. Oh, great. Good. So let's go to the cart. So same thing. Hey, so Stuart, I'm your sponsor. I'm looking forward to working with you. Today, Stuart, you've become a partner. You've chosen to be a partner with Zinzino. To access your back office, it's $0. But ready for this? But you've made a decision to invest in the old. You made the decision to invest in your business with the ultimate. Yeah. And we set up your subscription, which is due out on the 14th of the 2nd. But we got the rest of this month, January, to get 4 customers on board before January the 31st. So when next month's auto ship is processed, you don't even get charged your £55. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm setting up their expectation. We got to get to work. Let's get to work. I don't want to pay my £55. Go through the process, fill out the details, etc., etc. And then again, ask for permission. Hey, we have a weekly newsletter that comes out every Friday. Company gives us updates of promotions, what's going on, any advancements, new tools. With your permission, can I add you on that circular? Yeah, great, wonderful, excellent. Click on that, click continue, goes through to the next page. Again, can you just confirm those details are correct, Stuart? Fantastic. What's the name on the card, buddy? What's the name on the card, buddy? Great. What's the last 4 digits, bud? Month? Year? Last 3 digits on the back? Wonderful. Then again, Stuart, 2 things will generally happen here. Generally get a big purple tick, or £800, right? Stuart's in Spain. His bank's being charged by a Scandic country. At this situation, there tends to be more security checks. So just prepare them. Hey, Stuart, we may get a security check. So you've got your mobile at hand. They'll probably text you, and you probably need to do your security word or answer a question. Folks, lead people. Manage expectation, because we're professionals. So click on continue. Away you go. You do the same thing. So then you would go back into your back office, and you would have 1 new partner is in your waiting room. So you would have a sign there. Now you could sit there, or you could go and place them, or you can wait. It's entirely up to you. But if you've never placed them before, you're not too sure, ask for help, because you go to your organization, and your organization will grow, and you only build in 2 teams, a left team and a right team. And as you build your team, you only ever, never, ever go on the inside anywhere, right? You go left or right, outside left, outside right. And so as you got 1 or 2 people, you see these guys here, they haven't put their faces in yet. So, but if you're going to go left, just click on bottom left, and it takes you straight to the next spot. You may be 1 level down at the moment. You may be 5 levels down. You don't have to worry. You just go bottom left, and it will take you to the next available spot. Now, Stuart could be a personal of mine. He's not, but he could be, right? I'm sponsoring him. But that leg where Stuart is going could be 200 levels deep, though he's a personal of mine. He's a personal of mine in my uni level, but he's 200 in depth in my binary. The most common question I get when people say, Dave, I just sponsored Jeff Lehman and I can't see him. He's not on my front line. No. He's your personal, but you've already been blessed with an upline who's put 5, 10 people in your group. So he's in the next available slot. Does that make sense? So you click on that plus, and then you would go to select from waiting room. And there would be Stuart Banks. And next to that would say, use this one. I click on, why would they have use this one? What if Stuart, I'm using Jeff, right? What if Jeff had enrolled 3 or 4 people this week? So it's asking you, which one do you want to place first? Okay, so you'd click on bottom left. If it was going your left, there's the plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, it opens up the waiting room. Select from the waiting room. You'll have the name of the person. Use this one. Click on that. And then another dialog box will open it. It would say, Stuart Banks, his new partner ID. is being placed, I'm using this as an example, to the left side of Katsumi ID. Confirm, and it updates in 5 minutes. I want to give you some peace of mind. If you place people in the wrong place, don't panic. What we need is the partner ID that you were placing and the partner ID where it was placed and the partner ID it needed to be placed under. I'll repeat that one more time. I need 3 IDs from you. I need the new partner's ID. I need the partner ID that it's been placed under, and I need the partner ID that it needs to be placed under. So, the final thing. Going to just sign out of here. And now I'm registering in a global market. A market that's not open. So Katsumi's still on the screen here. I haven't bored him. He hasn't left yet. So let's use him in Brazil. Now I'm choosing Brazil, and now I'm in the health. It should be. Let me see. There we go. Brings it now. Now I have to go to the partner web. It doesn't open the partner packs automatically like in an open market. So once I select a country that's from the global shop, I then have to go and click on partner web and then join. And now you'll see in Brazil, he has a limited number. So the better balanced partner kit is the comprehensive pack, and it's the most investment, and it's only $289. So there's no ultimate, there's no big pack. This is what Katsumi gets signed up in. Now we're going to shop now. Again, same warning about customs, etc. Add to the cart, go through the flavors if you need to. Items may be subject, go to checkout. I'm going to set him up for a Z for free, and then he can select and go through the process again. The thing with any new partner in a global partner store, even though there's some restrictions, it's not fully open, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Why? 2 major things you want to be aware of. They get automatic ECB and RCB, enrollment credit bonus. So here's Katsumi. Stuart enrolls him in Brazil. He doesn't have to go get his 10 subscriptions to get his X-Team Express to get his ECB at the moment because he doesn't have a full market. So the company has graced him his ECB. So Katsumi says to Stuart, I got this guy in London, United Kingdom called Jeff Lehman. I've spoken to him. He's seen the 2-minute video. Can you talk to him, Stuart? Yeah. Stuart now speaks to Jeff for him. Jeff gets excited, wants to get started. Katsumi is the sponsor from Brazil. Jeff gets in on an ultimate, and Katsumi gets 300 credits because he's 100% ECB qualified. Wow. Katsumi also gets double the credits on all the customers and all his partners on monthly residual commissions. To do that normally in a fully open market, you've got to have 25 subscriptions. So there is a huge advantage of why we're here in Dubai. We've got a load of connections here. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that's probably raised a few more questions. And don't worry about that. If it has, directly get to at least your diamond and above. Come directly to me. Schedule some time. I'm here to help. Steve Morley is on the call. Steve Morley is still on the call. I'm going to unmute Steve Morley. Steve, I'm going to unmute you, buddy.
Hi, Dave.
There you go, mate. Anything you want to add from a corporate perspective on what I've just shared and taught? And I appreciate you being on. I didn't know you were going to be on for this long, but anything that you want to reassure the field that, hey, look, don't be scared of making mistakes because we pretty much can undo them in a timely manner. Don't let it go for weeks and weeks. If you make an error, communicate it immediately and let's see what we can do with it.
Yeah, honestly, Dave, I really appreciate you doing the call. I think the message from me is the fact that, you know, it's new, especially global web shop. We don't have all the answers. It's so many countries. It is an opportunity. A lot of people want to start markets, and this is a great opportunity for people who want to do that. I would remind people that, you know, UK is where you want to start, because we have 60 million people here. We've not touched that yet. But in terms of questions and answers, I mean, we do have an amazing CS department, as you know. I mean, we're on to Katrine, Helly, and the CS team 16 hours a day, and they are really good. And that is, you know, I really appreciate that and respect what they do. But if people do get stuck or do not know, they can certainly email me and communicate with me 24/7, pretty much. But yeah, brilliant training. And I think it's like riding a bike. Once you understand it, you've got it, and it's worth taking that time to understand the process and how it works, rather than just kind of worry about it or think, oh, I don't really want to answer that question or ask that question. But no, I think that was a brilliant training, Dave.
Thanks, Steve. We're okay to give you your email out, right?
Of course.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't got it, it's steve.morley
@zinzino.com.
And if you can ask him to add 200% ECB to all our accounts every month, whether there's a promo or not, that'd be fantastic. All right, okay. So, in closing, I hope you saw value, not just in what I shared with you, but why we do it with people in the beginning. So now I've enrolled Katsumi, now I've enrolled Stuart. Now, hey guys, I'm glad you're on board. Now let's schedule within 24 hours, 48 hours, no later, your 45-minute getting started training. Why? Now I'm going to walk them through their back office. Once you also, I didn't mention this, once your new partner is in your back office, as in you have one partner in your waiting room, their donuts don't appear in their back office. Only once you place them in the genealogy tree do their 3 donuts open up. And it's those 3 donuts you teach: Smart Bronze, Fast Silver, X-Team Express. So, hey, Stuart, let's do this. What's your diary look like for the next 48 hours, sooner rather than later? I need about 45 minutes. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to walk you through your back office. I'm going to show you how to access your product sheets. I'm going to show you Zinzino.tv and the videos you're going to send to people, potential customers, potential partners. We're going to open your fast start overview. And in the next 30 days, Stuart, we're only going to focus on 2 things: your 4 subscriptions and your 4 business partners in your team. Because we do that, Stuart, in the next 30 days, on average, with the fast start commissions, your small little bit of retail and a little bit of team volume commission, on average, you're going to make between £300 and £400. That's 50% of your ultimate pack in the next 30 days. You happy with that? Yeah, great. When's good for you? I do it there and then. Do I get it every time? No. No, Dave, now just leave it with me. I like to figure it out. I know what I'm going to get half the time. They're going to figure it out, and I am going to be bombarded with questions that I could have handled in 45 minutes. But remember, it's their business. But another way you can do this, and Stuart's a prime example, and Sylvia's a prime example, they've brought on quite a few people recently, and he's made the smart decision of, hey, Dave, can you give me some of your time? I want to get started training for the newbies. He's driving it, he's orchestrating it, but he's bringing in the support so he can watch and learn as we do it together. So me, we, you. If you don't ever find yourself doing me, we, you may just want to stop and question. And now this is my final comment. I've got to give credit to Steve Morley. I've got to give credit to Steve Morley. He's the most level, placid individual. But I have seen some messages. I have seen some messages come to me that I have to forward on to Steve, blaming this, blaming that, blaming that. And I'm going, oh, John, if you'd only just listen. But you know what? John doesn't want to listen. John wants to pass the blame on of his own mistakes, rather than going, hey, Dave, I wonder if you could help me. Do you think it'd be I could have Steve's email so I could just drop him a note to say, hey, look, I've made an error, and I wonder if they could help me to rectify it? Because you folks, what I'm saying is we must take ownership of our own mistakes and be respectful for the people who can help us undo them, and not an entitlement mentality, right? So it's about working together, it's about learning together, and it's about growing together in a respectful manner. So with that said, midnight here in Dubai, we appreciate the time you spent with us this evening. And South Africa, we appreciate everyone in South Africa that's doing what they're doing. Of course, a lot of this doesn't apply to you until you officially open, but I know you've got incredible leadership down in South Africa that is doing everything that we're talking about manually. So without Kirsten and Sam Pierce, we'd be forever indebted to. So good night, everybody. Any questions, WhatsApp me, message me directly, or fill up Steve Morley's inbox instead. I'd rather you do that. All right, so good night, everybody. Take care. God bless.